I started to play guitar a couple of different times in my life. When I was a little kid, there were just always guitars around. My dad, Neil Harpe, he'd pretty much wake up at 6 a.m. and start playing country blues guitar every morning. So I was kind of like learning it by just listening, and then I learned like the root chords when I was, 9 or 10 years old, but I didn't really have the full interest yet. Maybe it was because it was so hard, because I was small, my hands were small. I really picked up starting to play the blues when I was in my last year of high school, believe it or not. And there was a slight diversion to play flute when I was in school. So I went to, that was my rebellion. I played classical flute in high school. Just before she died, my mother told me just before she died. My mother told me just before she died. My mother told me just before she died. Oh, daughter, daughter, please don't be like me. Oh, daughter, daughter, please don't be like me. Daughter, daughter, please don't be like me. To fall in love with every man you meet. But I did not listen to what my mother said. I did not listen what my mother said. I did not listen what my mother said. That's the reason why I'm drifting here today. Now she's dead, 6 feet in the ground. Well, now she's dead, she's 6 feet in the ground. Now she's dead, she's 6 feet in the ground. I'm a child, I'm drifting all around. Remember the day, baby, you drove me from your door. You remember the day, baby, you drove me from your door. You remember the day, baby, you drove me from your door. Go away from here, woman, don't come back no more. I walked away, I wring my hands and cried. I walked away, I wring my hands and cried. I walked away, I wring my hands and cried. Didn't have no blues, I can't keep carrying around. when I was a kid, my dad was, like I said, he had a band, and he would play. They were called Franklin Harpe and Usselton, and it was 2 guitars, and they had a drummer that played either drums, or sometimes he would play the washboard. It was a lot of fun. They had 2 vocals, harmonies. They also, there was a big scene around them. Max Oakes is kind of like a second dad to me. He would come over and jam. We'd have lots of parties where everybody would just kind of in the round play, or everybody'd play together. We also hung out with John Cephas and Phil Wiggins. John Cephas, I remember he had a Christmas party every year we'd go to, and we'd just sit there and listen to countless people just playing. There was Archie's Barbershop, Archie Edwards, great blues, not only a blues player, but he sort of created this scene where everybody could come together, and it wasn't in a bar, it was in the barbershop, and I think it was Sunday afternoons. They would just jam. One of my big reasons for starting too was one of my favorite players, Eleanor Ellis. She's a woman who originally grew up in Louisiana, but I think she kind of went back and forth between Louisiana and Washington, D.C. And she did a lot of Memphis Minnie, and I just wanted to be her. So I said, there's a woman doing this, I want to do it too. Lord, I wonder, where's my good man at? Lord, I wonder, where's my good man at? He left this morning, didn't care nothing but his hat. He left his coat hanging all on the rack. He left his suit hanging all on the rack. He left this morning, didn't care nothing but his hat. Da 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 da. Lord, I wonder, where's my good man at? Lord, I wonder, where's my good man at? He left this morning, didn't care nothing but his hat. Memphis Minnie, you know, I think she's such an interesting guitar player because she wasn't just accompanying herself on a guitar while she sang a song. She was playing the solos, she was playing the leads, and she always had a man by her side who would be backing her up and playing all the parts that were the easier parts. So you would almost think it would be turned around, but Memphis Minnie was like, no, I'm not going to do the rhythm. I'm the lead guitar player, and she was really looked up to by the men of the time who were more well-known than her. When she started out, she played a lot in open G, so it seems like maybe that was her introduction into playing guitar. She just got really good at open G, and she would play her parts in open G, and the backup guitar player would be playing in standard tuning, just the rhythm parts with a bass note. There are a couple of songs that she did later that were in standard tuning that I really like. She did some in G, she did some in E, and she also was one of the first guitar players to play an electric guitar. So she also played styles from down in the Delta. She played more Chicago style later on, and she kind of had a lot of different styles. She didn't just have one style she played. Keeps on raining, the levee's gonna break. If it keeps on raining, the levee's gonna break. And all this water have no place to stay. Now look here, mama, what am I to do? Oh, look here, mama, what am I to do? Ain't got nobody to tell my troubles to. I work on the levee, mama, both night and day. I work on the levee, mama, both night and day. Ain't got nobody, keep the water away. Oh, crying won't help you, praying won't do no good. Oh, crying won't help you, praying won't do no good. When the levee breaks, mama, you got to move. Oh, mean old levee, cause me weep and moan. It's a mean old levee, cause me to weep and moan. Gonna leave my baby and my happy home. I've been touring with the band for almost 20 years, actually. Since I was pretty young, I started a band that is called Love Whip, and it's the start of that band. We were trying to do Afro-pop, so we got Afro-pop guitar lines and pop melodies, and it's more of kind of a rock thing with electric guitars. So I've been doing that for a long time, and that was the first thing I was touring with. I was always playing the Delta Blues as a solo act, and then in 2010 I decided to start a band based around the Delta Blues. Originally I was playing acoustic guitar, but I had, actually my dad had a band when I was young, and I was kind of modeling it after his band. It was kind of danceable, but still Delta Blues. It's a lot of fun, people like to dance. Delta Blues was some of the early dance music. I think when they would go to parties and play Delta Blues, everybody was dancing. So that's what I like to do with my music too. I like to get people moving, get people into it. So Erin Harpe and the Delta Swingers, we play, everything is based around Delta Blues, but at this point the band was kind of loud, and I ended up switching to an electric guitar, but I still do all the finger-picking guitar. Don't know what's on my mind. Said I'm so glad you don't know what's on my mind. Said a man I'm loving, yeah, well, he sure ain't none of mine. I can see him when I wanna, I can see him when I can. I can see him when I wanna, I can see him when I can. When we are together, I don't know when we'll see him again. I'm gonna buy me brand new Cadillac, yeah. Say I'm gonna buy me brand new Cadillac, yeah. Said I changed my mind, I bought a Lincoln instead. I don't care what you say, baby, I'm gonna make it someday. Said I don't care what you say, baby, I'm gonna make it someday. Says I want you to know, yeah, I ain't gonna throw my life away. Said I'm so glad trouble don't last away. Yeah, I'm so glad, baby, said trouble gonna make a way.